What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, everybody? Happy Monday morning to you. For those of you that are in the United States, happy Memorial Day. It is May 31st, 2021. We are rocking and rolling through this year. Tomorrow is June 1st. We are almost halfway through this baby. Hard to believe, right? It's so crazy that we are here already. Listen, do me a favor. If you want to get connected as we do this Monday morning, get up and go every Monday, right above me, right here. Text me 410-936-4049. I want to get you on the list. I want to get you rocking. I want to get you inspired. I want to get you motivated. I want to get you reflecting and thinking about what you can do to be an amazing how you can have an amazing week, an amazing day. Good to see you too, Dan. Thanks so much for being my friend. I appreciate you. Yeah, those of you that are on as well, you want to be a supporter of the show, go right to the right there, rk3tv.live/BMAC. And again, we come on every Monday morning with statements, with motivation, with inspiration every Monday morning. So if you're a little bit down, if your weekend was a little bit rough and you need some get up and go for your week, for your Monday, then do this thing. For some of y'all, for most of y'all in the United States, I know that today is a holiday for you. Hope that you take advantage of it and you really, really get some rest and get yourself self-cared up for the rest of the week. So let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. Let me start with my quote, and here is what we are talking about this morning. And it says, our greatest fear should not be of failure, but of succeeding at things in life that don't really matter. Whoo, hey, our greatest fear should not be of failure, but of succeeding in life at those things that don't really matter. Wow. How many of you have thought this through, or how many of you think about things like this? I remember when I was in 7th or 8th grade, there was this kid and he was bigger than all of the rest of us, right? I don't know if you've ever had that child, that male child in your class that has a beard, full on beard and mustache and everything. And he was just bigger. He was muscular. He was built. He was bigger than the rest of us. And here's the thing. He let us know it. He let us know it. He let us know that he was bigger than us. He let us know that he could dunk a basketball in 7th and 8th grade. He let us know that he was better than we were, right? Now, I remember seeing him several years later, maybe 6-7 years later, and he hadn't grown past what he was in 7th or 8th grade. Right. So the same person that was boastful at that time, the same person who would point out to us that he was ahead of us, the same person who would perform these amazing feats just to show us that, hey, physically, athletically, I'm ahead of you. I'm gifted and you're not at my status or my level yet. This same person was the same height and I'm not talking about whether people grow or not. And I'm not talking about people's physical, genetic abilities, right? I'm talking about when you have certain things, when you're at a certain place in life, when you achieve certain things and you gloat over those things and you act like that is the pinnacle of what life is for you, knowing or not knowing that there's more life left to go, that's a pretty bad or sad thing. And here's the sad thing. Here's what's even sadder. When I saw this person 6-7 years later, what they said to me was, hey, remember when I used to do this to y'all? Remember when blah, blah, blah. So this person was still stuck. Back then, they were still thinking about the thing. They were still thinking about the thing that they used to be able to do. They were still living in who they used to be. Right? They were still in that place. And so I look at this. Our greatest fear should not be of failure, but of succeeding at things in life that don't really matter. Are you growing every day? Are you looking to be better? Are you looking to navigate past your current failure, or are you reveling in who you used to be? Are you satisfied in who you were yesterday? Are you comfortable with what you've accomplished 3, 4, 5, or even yesterday? Right? Is that your marker? Is that your delineation? Is that your success factor? Right? Our greatest fear should not be of failure, but of succeeding at things in life that don't really matter. Right? So I guess the thing that I ask, and today is Memorial Day. Today's a holiday, and I could have taken today off. I could have said, you know what? I'm just going to lay in bed this morning. And to be frank, I did lay in bed a little bit more. I did take a little bit of extra time this morning. I actually said to my admin team, we normally meet on Monday mornings at 7:30 or 8 o'clock. And I said to them this morning, can we meet on another day? And I took a few extra minutes, but I still got up and I still went and did my workout this morning. I still did my exercise. I still said, you know what? My reason for coming on Monday mornings at 10 o'clock is not just because I want to show up on screen. It's not just because I want to have people see me. It's because I know that there is something that I said that I was going to do. I said I was going to show up on Monday mornings at 10 o'clock. I said that I was going to share a word of inspiration for people. I said that I was going to be here. And so I wanted to live out my word. I wanted to do what I said I was going to do. Now, that said, I'm going to take a vacation in a couple of weeks, and I'm not going to be on that Monday morning, but I will provide something. I will still have a Monday morning get up and go that morning so that you can still get that message. I'll still be here. And I could have done that for this morning, but this morning I wanted to show up in this way because it's not just for you. It's for me. There's a growth factor that I'm seeking, right? I am seeking to be better than yesterday. I'm seeking to continue to be more inspired than I was yesterday. I'm seeking to continue to be more motivated and more accelerated than I was yesterday. I want to get to that new place. Right? I want to not be satisfied. When I find myself just kind of settling in, being cool with status quo, being comfortable with where I am, that's the time that I need to be to worry just a little bit, because it means that I am not that I'm comfortable with yesterday. If I'm not seeking to do something better today, if I'm not seeking to be a little bit uncomfortable today, if I'm not seeking to grow today, it means I'm comfortable with yesterday. It doesn't mean I'm comfortable with today, because you don't wake up in the morning and accomplish or become comfortable with where you are now. You become comfortable with where you reached yesterday, and you just happen to wake up this morning in the same position. So if I'm cool today, if I'm like, yep, today is, I'm good with today. If I'm not seeking growth today, then I'm comfortable with who I was yesterday. And when I say comfortable, I'm not saying that in a positive way. It means, let me go back to this term, complacency. It means I've plateaued. It means I'm complacent. It means I'm ambivalent. It means I'm here and I'm cool with who I was yesterday, and I no longer need to improve. I no longer need to get better. I no longer need to seek anything different. And I said this a couple of weeks ago, right? Growth and complacency cannot exist in the same space. Growth and complacency don't exist in the same space. So our greatest fear shouldn't be of failure, because a lot of the reasons why we don't do stuff. What's up, David Turner Photography? Fifi 2, you too. All right. Good to see you this morning. All right. Jew Panama. Hey, how you doing? Quest Green. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Listen, the greatest fear should not be of failure, but of succeeding at things that don't really matter. A lot of us say that we don't want to move forward. We don't want to grow. We're nervous about taking a new step because we're scared of messing it up. We're scared of being criticized about it. We're scared of having fingers pointed at us about it. We're scared of not looking good in front of everybody. But what if you look good and it doesn't really matter? What if you look good and it's just, okay, that's nice. What if you look good and it doesn't contribute to the life transformation or growth of somebody else. And that's what life's about, right? That's what life's about. It's not just about me growing for the sake of me. It's about me growing for the sake of helping someone else transform, because my life, I live it, but there are people looking at it all the time. A friend of mine a few years ago said this statement: you are the star of your story, but your story is not for you. Right? People are looking on at your life and you know, at different ages. Sometimes you think it's like it's your kids. You think it's a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 8-year-old. And when we think about ourselves as role models, right? When we hear the word role model associated with ourselves, we think about it as, okay, there are these little kids that are looking at me. No, it's not just little kids that are looking. It's your coworkers that are looking. It's your enemies that are looking. It's your haters that are looking. It's grown-ups that are looking. It's people that are older than you who have gone through life and have experienced certain things, and now maybe at a place where they become a little bit discouraged, or maybe they're experiencing the complacency that we were talking about, and they're looking for a little bit of spice. They're looking for a little bit of energy. Listen, this is why let's go left here for a second. This is why sometimes older people look to date younger people, because they want that spice and that energy. That's in the dating world, right? But it's not just in the dating, it's in the accomplishments. It's in the looking at somebody and seeing they've got this vigor, they've got this drive for life. And they look at them and they say, my goodness, that person is so full of life. I want to be full of life again. Right. So when you live in growth mode, when you live in growth space, the purpose of that is for you. It's to help you be better. It's to help you not be satisfied with yesterday, but it's also to help other people who are looking at you unbeknownst to you. It's also to help them. Right. It's also to help them transform, be inspired, and be encouraged. I'm looking at David here. David saying, what if you look good and it's not your best work? Whoa. What if you look good and it's not your best work? It's like I've got 3 kids. I've got 2 boys and a girl. And one of the things I say to my boys sometimes is, if they come and they say to me, but Daddy, I got an A. My question is, was it your best A? Right? What was it your best A? Did you just kind of, float by and get a 91? Did you just float by and get a 92, 93, 94? Or did you do your absolute best and get the same score? Because there's a difference for me. If you're just kind of floating by and you're getting an A, then it wasn't your best work. I want you to think about it this way. If you go to the gym and everybody else that's in the gym is lifting 50 pounds, right? They're lifting 50 pounds, and you go into the gym and you lift 75 with ease, you're ahead of everybody else. You're ahead of those that are in, and listen to me now, you're ahead of those that are in that space. You're ahead of those that are in that particular gym. But was it your best work? Was it your potential? Was it something that was putting you in growth mode? Right? Was it something that was putting you in growth mode? And here's the reason that I bring that example up and say things like that, because sometimes we're in complacency. Sometimes we're in like, yeah, I'm the best here in this space. I'm the best here in this area. I'm the best here in this geographical location or locale. But what that says is that our mindset or our vision is small. What about when you expand your vision? When you expand your vision, when you travel to a different county, when you travel to a different state, when you travel to a different country, when you travel to a different continent, are you still going to be the best with the level of effort that you put in? Now, let's not just leave that in a state of comparison, right? Let's not just leave that as something that where we're looking at it from a state of comparison. Let's look at that from a place of also, are you doing your best work? Right? Are you doing your best work? And if you're not doing your best work, if you're not doing your best work, then you're doing a disservice to yourself and your world, right? Yeah. Raylene says effort makes a difference. Yeah, effort makes a difference. And it doesn't only make a difference to you. It doesn't only make a difference to your boss. It makes a difference to your world entirely. Because you see, we're all interconnected. There's nothing that happens in life that is in isolation. There's nothing that happens in life that doesn't matter. There's nothing that happens in life that is not important to someone or something. And if you're not doing your best work, if you're just saying, yeah, listen, I'm just going to go here because that's all I need to do, then yeah, right? You're robbing yourself and you're actually robbing somebody else of the inspiration and the transformation that they need in order to help them move to their next space. So what is your intention? What's your intention today? Do you intend to grow today? Do you intend to be amazing today? Do you intend not to be the best today, but to be your best today? I want to encourage you this morning to do just that. I want to encourage you. I'm going to repeat that phrase again. What Francis Chan says, our greatest fear should not be of failure, but of succeeding at things in life that don't really matter. Does what you do matter? Will you look to matter today? Will your intention, will your efforts, will your growth, will your acceleration, will your actions be intended to do something that matters today? That's it. That's it. That's it. Go be great. Go be amazing. Go be your best today. Do something that matters. Listen, y'all, go ahead. Join the community. Get connected with me. Text me. 410-936-4049. I'll respond to you personally. I promise. I promise. I'll do that. I can make that promise because it's coming right to me. All right. 410-936-4049. Here's what that's going to do. That's going to get you connected inside of our community. I'll get you messages so that you know when we're going live, so that you know when we are going to do giveaways, when we're going to be doing anything that has to do with storytelling and inspiration. All right, y'all. 410-936-4049. I'll see you next Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Monday morning Get Up and Go. I'll see y'all. Peace.